So Gavin Cromwell, he's never actually won the Boylesports Irish National. He went to Aintree with a strong team to win the National there. That didn't quite work out. And we are in the glorious, glorious sunshine here at Gavin's yard, where we've come to find out a little bit more about what is a pretty formidable team for Fairyhouse. Why haven't you won the Irish National yet? You haven't had that many fancy runners, have you?
No, I haven't really. I suppose Yeman last year, but he was after running in Cheltenham and listen, hopefully we have a chance.
People now, a lot of people watch racing on the phone or the laptop or the TV, and they don't see what a local winner can mean to people. And Fairyhouse, the National, has, you know, looking at like Dermot McLaughlin and even Tom Gibney, and the local success still means something to an area. Yeah,
definitely. Listen, I grew up, never lived very far from here, and the Irish National was always a huge race, and brings everybody out. You know, there's people who would only go racing once a year, and that's for the Irish National. So it's a huge thing in the area, and it's a race I'd love to win.
Yeah, how much would it mean to you? Because I know you've won huge races now, and you've aspirations on the flat, but this would mean a lot, I take it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a difficult race to win. You know, it's a very competitive race, but sure, someday.
What's your weather watch at the moment in terms of the race? There is a bit of rain on the way, but by and large, would you like nice ground for what you have in it?
Certainly a couple of them will definitely want plenty of rain. Velvet Elvis being one now, he'd love it heavy, but we're not going to get that. Yeah, man, I'd like a bit of juice. Now is the hour a bit as well, so I'd say on the whole I'd rather a little bit of rain now, for certain.
What do you think will run it so?
Velvet Elvis is, I suppose he's a doubtful depending on how much rain comes. Bioluminescence would be the same. Yeah, man, Melina Girl, now is the hour. Noble Bert down the bottom, if he gets in, will run. They're all kind of, yeah, hopefully will run.
I've often said about you, you've, instead of like moaning about the standards of Willie Mullins and so on and Gordon Elliott, you've just tried to kind of get better yourself. Is that how it works? Is it like every year? I spoke to someone even today who said it wasn't a massive celebration about winning the Gold Cup, was like the next winner.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Listen, all you could do is admire like Gordon and Willie, and well, Willie. I mean, it's unbelievable what he's achieved. You know, like the first three home in the Grand National, and I suppose it makes us all work a bit harder and try and catch up with him. But look, if you want to better yourself, you have to work harder and try and keep reinvesting. And if you're not growing, you're dying. Has
the Gold Cup changed you?
Well, it certainly didn't change me, but it's listen, it's great to have won it.
Do you still treat the small owner the same way, even though one day you're rubbing shoulders with JP McManus?
Absolutely. Yeah, listen, I haven't changed, and I'm very appreciative of every owner and enjoy every winner.
We're trying to figure out how Willie Mullins can have, as you say, the first three home in National. What have you done to improve your team? Because the team is so important, and this isn't waffle. Like the people working here, this is massive.
Yeah, it's not something that happens in a hurry. You know, you're always trying to get the best people around you, whether it's staff or owners, and just keep raising the bar and raising the game.
Can you imagine doing anything else?
I don't really know anything else at this stage, but anyway, it is what it is.
The emergence of Gavin Cromwell over the time I've been at Fairyhouse, you know, to see him come, his first Grade 1 winner, of course, was at Fairyhouse with Jer's Girl in 2016, and you know and to see him now, the Irish Grand National is one of the few races off his CV at the moment.
It's a race with so much history, like, and today we're spending some time around the local yards, but I'm not asking you to have like favouritism, but I imagine a local winner means something as well.
Look, as I said, you think through. I've been fortunate enough. My first year here, organised Confusion, Nina, Carberry, Arthurmore, very emotional day. 2014, the first sponsor in the Boylesports Irish Grand National, shut the front door. Barry's first winner. COVID times, Dermot McLaughlin's winner. you know, and freewheeling Dylan, and we were all standing distance apart, and he was the biggest ever winner at 150 to 1. And then Dermot went the following year with Lord Lariat, another great day. Of course, then Tom Gibney, local winners. I've been very fortunate to be so many Meath winners. Gordon Elliott, General Principal, 2018 in the Mudfest, and there were about 6 jumping the last together. So, you know, it's amazing how successful proportionally Meath have been in the most important race in the Irish Jumps calendar.
So there's so much history.
Absolutely. You know, you think it's been a centre part. And again, with Easter, etc., we've looked at it on Easter Monday. Of course, once they tried to have it away from Easter. It was the year that Brendan Sheridan, our current clerk of the course, won in Paris Valley for Michael Smurfett, but they realised people didn't associate a normal Saturday for the Irish Grand National. But, you know, it's very much now fixed, 5 o'clock on Easter Monday, which is set by, but I'd love if we could get Easter fixed. I've been trying for the last 15 years and no sign of it. Nobody seems to be listening up the channel.
The ground I have to ask you about, because like we are basking in this, we might get 20 degrees today, but I'm thinking of tillage farmers and farmers in general and ground staff this time of year. It must be tricky.
Look, absolutely. We have a great team at Fairyhouse, Richard Stapleton, Darren Riley, and a great team. And we've been watering for the last while. We've the ground just where we want it. It's good ground. It's too quick for what we want to be racing on, but we're not racing until next Saturday week, and we will have time to get the ground right between nature, whatever. I'm only really concerned about the ground an hour before the first race. And, you know, the lads have done a great job in terms of the presentation, the fences, the width of the fences, you know. Our average fence width's about 60 foot wide for the Boylesports Irish Grand National. First fence is nearer to 70 foot. A standard race fence is 32 foot. That's a lot of extra feet of fences if you multiply it by 12. That has to be kept right, and the lads have to do it, and they do a great job. My marketing team always give out to me because I said it's a race that nearly sells itself because the story is produced, you know, and that's a great thing. Aintree last week produced the great story, and that makes things, that brings it onto the front page, and that's what we want. And the National every year, and you look at the stories this year, where might they come from? Like Rebecca Curtis has had the Barons spell coming back in. Paul Nolan, Daily Present. Could you imagine the excitement of being in Wexford is to be partying till Galway at least? You know, and all those people, you'd be saying, look, what's the story going to come out of it, you know?
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.